This building look familiar?
If these walls could talk, they'd tell the story of thousands of musicians who've roamed the halls of MuchMusic. They can't really talk, but they kind of can downstairs in the MuchMusic Library. Come on. Jody, this place is incredible.
You don't have to whisper in our library. It's just us and the tapes.
Yes, this makes it so much better. Start off by giving me an idea of how much history is down here.
Well, we have music content that dates back to 1979.
Whoa.
When the new music started.
Okay.
And then MuchMusic started in 1984. So we have everything from interviews to performances, music videos, specials and concerts we've done here at Much, like Intimate and Interactive, Live at Much. Everything is here in this library.
So when I think about the 80s, like, I think about so many bands, but Bon Jovi kind of stands out.
For me too.
Yeah?
You know, he actually, well, the band came here in 1985 and did a barbecue in our parking lot. Should we find it?
Yeah. I can do this. I love how this feels. Oh my God, the car. Okay, I got it. Bon Jovi, Barbecue Viz, and then it has a number, Min 388. Is that the tape number?
That is the tape number. Shall we look for the tape?
Yeah, where do you start? Oh my God, Soul, Fromage, Egos and Icons. Bon Jovi Barbecue, Min 388, ding dong. Let's pop this bad boy in. Oh my God, look at everyone. It's a casual day. Look at the sunglasses. I walk past here every single morning. Okay, this is amazing, but there are a couple other tapes, or 1,000, that I want to watch.
Christopher Ward on MuchMusic, and I'd like you to meet Whitney Houston, my guest. Welcome, Whitney.
Hi, how you doing?
She's a baby.
I think I just try to make people feel what I'm saying. Whatever I do, whatever I sing, I feel myself, so.
I've only made a dent in this treasure trove. The library is closing, getting kicked out, but I'm gonna be back. They're not gonna be able to get rid of me.
So many of us across this country have a relationship to MuchMusic. Maybe you watched along with the rest of the country waiting for your favorite video to come on, or maybe you skipped work or school to stand outside this very building for the chance to see your favorite artist. This incredible time happened right here in this studio, and it's all captured in a new documentary called 299 Queen Street West. Take a look.
There was nothing like this in the world.
The very first time I walked into the building, it hit me like, I need to be here.
I was this kid who was this huge fan. Now I'm here, now I'm a part of it. It's just talking about it right now gives me goosebumps.
It was live TV, and as soon as that shot was over, it was halfway to Mars.
We are thrilled to have the film's director, Sean Lenard, and veteran VJ Rick Campanelli. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
This must feel so weird.
I know. Does it feel weird to be here? Because this is where you worked.
I was here
for years.
The last time I was 2005.
Oof.
I got ushered out those doors right over there at my last day. Yeah.
Wow.
It was all here. It looks a little different.
Just a little.
But it's so, I'm shaking right now.
Yeah, and you were saying that your desk was kind of like right here. I'm sitting at your desk right now. It's very strange. All right, so let's talk about this film. I understand, Sean, that you are a huge MuchMusic fan. That's why you wanted to make this film. You tried for 6 years to get financing, nothing, no one, and then finally you decided to use your own house to finance this project. Why was this so important to you?
Shout out Toronto real estate increasing over the last I just wanted to scratch my own itch. I mean, this film didn't exist, felt like it should. I feel that a lot of people really took this time almost for granted in a sense, because it was groundbreaking music journalism. And Rick is just still star-eyed looking around here.
Yeah,
it's rather distracting.
No, it is. No, all this old footage that you were able to get from 4,000 hours? Is that?
Yeah, we narrowed it down to about 4,000 clips.
Yeah. Wow.
And then we picked, in the film, it's 400 in the final
Well, it's a treasure trove down there. Rick, you started out as the Temp. Everyone knew you as Rick the Temp. That you were so good, you stayed. And you say that this was so unique here, and that the VJs, well, we know this. The VJs were almost as beloved, and maybe sometimes more so than the actual stars who were on. So let's talk. You were 11 years, 94 to 2005.
Yeah.
You've said that it was the best job in the world for you.
Was it a job, really? I love music.
Yeah.
I knew everything about music back in the day. It felt like in the 80s and the 90s. And to be coming into a magical place like this every day to talk about music and talk to the bands and talk to the artists that were making the music. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I didn't need to get paid. I got paid.
Yeah.
Not a lot in Canadian television, but I just wanted to be here. I wanted to be a part of it. Even when I was the temp, I knew that this was my calling.
Yeah, and you know what's so funny? We could tell by watching you. We knew that you loved your job, by the way. That's why we loved watching you. And here's a little tidbit of information people might not know. Before you started working here, you were studying to be a gym teacher. A gym? Can you imagine Coach Campanelli?
Well, in 1994, when I won the contest, I was going back and forth from here to Brock University 2 times a week at night to finish up my degree. And I was driving to St. Catharines back to Toronto. And I never became the gym teacher that I always wanted to be. I became a MuchMusic VJ instead.
It's never too late, though.
It's never too late. Never too late.
Okay, Campanelli, we can still make that happen. But you know what? You actually were just thrown into it. A lot of people expect with television, there's teleprompters and cards to read. You guys were just kind of thrown into the fire with nothing. So what was that experience?
I was noticing your teleprompters. We never had those things. I would have loved to have those things. No, it was all ad-libbing, all off the cuff. We were thrown into it. All the VJs loved music. We were all fans of music, and we wanted to be here, and we knew what we were talking about most of the time. So you could have thrown us into anything. I remember the one day when Jay-Z came down with Kanye West, with Rihanna. They all came. It was one of my last big shows here at Much, and I'll never forget that one. But that's what happened on a daily basis here at MuchMusic back in the day.
I remember I skipped work for that.
Yeah.
Got in trouble too, but yeah, that was a good one.
And I was working back in the building at that time, so it was just chaos, and the streets would be filled with people. You went through, as you mentioned, over 4,000 hours of footage, and so you said that one of the things that stood out most was the fans. How so?
Yeah, it was just, to me, I guess looking through a modern day lens, 2023, teenagers usually are on their cell phones. So it was really unique to see a mass gathering of fans that were so locked in
like
to
that.
what they were seeing.
Right
on
just
cue.
watching.
Look at that.
Wow. Yeah.
And so that's something that really just stood out to me because of how rare that moment was. That's the only chance they got to see these celebrities and these music heroes and hear them actually speak. So it was nothing short of magic.
Yeah.
And this guy's brilliant. Can I just add, what he did putting this film together, it's an unbelievable doc that really, really captures what MuchMusic was from beginning to up until the days where it wasn't anymore.
It's a little bittersweet thinking about that, though, I feel like. Like, there was a kind of magic here. And do you feel like, you know, that magic is sort of lost a little bit? Let's make this more fun and not sad.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Let's pick up the mood.
It's all a moment in time, right?
Yes,
and it was then, it was a magical time. There are magical times now, and nothing will come close to what that was. But there's other magical times that we're living in right now.
Yeah, and you had the privilege of being part of that magical time. Right? All right, so we have a little game we want to play with the two of you.
games,
You guys down for a game?
I used to do this all the time. Let's do games.
Okay, so there are so many incredible moments that happened during MuchMusic in their heyday. So we want to play a little game with you called That's Too Much.
Okay, yeah, I love it. I love it.
Right? Like that was my game show voice. All right, so we know that working at MuchMusic and going through these archives was much too much fun, but we're going to throw out some other adjectives, and you say the first moment or memory that comes to mind. Are you ready, gentlemen?
There's
Sean,
a lot of
Rick.
memories, but let's do this.
Okay, let's do it. All right, so Rick, what's a memory for you that was much too shocking?
Let's say Woodstock '99.
Oh yeah.
Especially those last couple days and what was going on. It was almost like the Planet of the Apes reborn, right there.
Yeah.
No, listen, it was an amazing experience to be there, but the last couple days, we all know what happened.
Of course.
When the Chili Peppers were up there doing their thing, and Limp Bizkit, and that was, I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
For sure. Okay, Sean, what was a moment that was much too awkward?
Too awkward. I'm gonna have to go back in the old archives with my friend Rick here and noticed his interview with Corey Hart.
Oh.
So it was his first time ever doing an on-camera interview, and it didn't go well.
Okay, can we talk about this hair, Rick?
Oh, yeah, well, this is 1996. What was this? This was a very long time ago.
His questions weren't exactly, it was what is your favorite song lyric and what's your favorite album were the questions you asked Corey. And he recommended we move on.
I was going to be a phys ed teacher. Cut me some slack.
He got better, though.
Cut me some slack.
All right.
After that.
Here's the next one, Rick. All right. So what memory is much too stressful?
Other than that one.
Okay, I used to do a show called Combat Zone on Friday nights and Sunday nights, and it was at 7 o'clock here. Whenever I got called in saying, well, Juliet Powell or Nadine couldn't come in to do Electric Circus, they said, Rick, you're going over there to do Electric Circus, which was right over there in the other studio. I think Mary does her show there now. So look at this, to fill in and host Electric Circus, I'm an alt-rock guy. What the?
An alt-rock guy with boy band highlights.
Okay, we want to get to this really quickly. Sean, what was a moment that was much too hilarious?
Much too hilarious. Again, I'm going to come up with another Rick story here.
Love it.
Not that I'm picking on Rick, but I am. We're both from Hamilton. It's all right.
Yes.
Britney Spears, a fan right now, throws a teddy bear, but it goes off course and lands in an awkward spot.
Oh, it does?
In the crotch region?
They got her face is priceless.
Okay.
Brittany felt my pain that day.
All right. You know what, Sean, Rick, thank you guys so much for coming by.
Thank you, everybody.
And you know what?
We've got
some great news for our viewers. 299 Queen Street West is hitting the road for a coast-to-coast tour. There will be a film screening, VJs, and incredible conversations. Find your tickets at 299queenstreetwest.com. And to the lucky members of our studio audience, guess what? You guys are going home with free tickets!
You get a pair. You get a pair.
All right, we'll be right back. Stay here.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.